A lot of cryptocurrency blogs, articles, and/or videos have been saying this again and again. The information provided is not a financial advice. You are always encouraged to do your research about cryptocurrencies before putting your money in. But how does doing your own research work? How tedious can that be? Let's find that out. Stay tuned. So how can I start my research in cryptocurrency? In this video, we will cover cryptocurrency topics using analogies, stories, and helpful examples that can help crypto dummies become crypto intelligent. Before we go any further, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and notify to get more updates from our channel and become more intelligent about the crypto world. Let's start with an analogy that would help you understand how people research items that they want to know more about. There are three kinds of analysis that we can do. You can do all. You can agree with only one. But we think they all matter. Starting off with technical analysis. Technical analysis is the study of a past price of an asset. It's mostly looking at charts and making educated guesses based on how other people will make their educated guesses, which then produce certain patterns. But it's impossible to make a great decision by only looking at charts. They can be helpful though. The second type of analysis is called sentimental analysis. From the term itself, this analysis is about feeling. It's the study of what everyone is feeling about a stock or a crypto. What people are feeling is immeasurable, obviously, but what we can do is look at the words that they use on the internet. You can look for what the market is saying, or even what our crypto influencers are saying about a project. There are so many advanced tools out there that look at conversations and news articles on the internet. Gather them, and then come up with something called a sentiment score that tells you if people are saying good things or bad things about the project. The downside in this kind of analysis, though, is how easy this can be manipulated. It isn't long-term in nature, and it's kind of difficult to analyze. So it's up to you to weigh whether or not you want to trust this kind of analysis. Fundamental analysis is the third type of analysis. This is the study of the actual ideas and the progress of a specific project. We still highly encourage that you consider doing a mix of all three analyses, so you could be able to look at whatever information you have from different angles. Okay, now that you know how you want to do your research, but why are you doing your research anyway? You have to know what your goal is, so you won't lose track of why you're doing what you're doing. Believe it or not, the goal of your research should be able to make an investment look bad. It's bizarre, right? It's counterintuitive, but humans are biased in nature. Anybody can make an investment look good, but it takes so much effort to make it look bad. This is the goal. But why? That's what marketing is. If you try really hard to convince yourself that it's a bad project and you're not convinced, then it might be a profitable decision. Cool technique, right? After establishing the simple goal of trying to convince yourself not to invest, the next question you should ask yourself is how many people are actually going to buy this crypto coin or token. Currently, coins and tokens are now considered essential securities. Most of these projects do not have profit-generating mechanisms, meaning that most will only be profitable if other people buy the coin or token. So you ask yourself this: will there be 1 million other people finding out about this coin, and will they think about buying it too? If the answer is yes, you're probably staring at a very profitable project. Now we can get into the specific actions that fall under the research category. If you want to consistently make good investment decisions, you'll need to spare much time and work doing research. The first thing you want to find out about a coin is if it is inflationary or deflationary. Inflationary means that the coin will continue to be created, but assets such as these usually decrease in price as time goes on if nobody else continues buying. So if there's a reason to keep buying, the price will go down. Best example of inflationary assets is the US dollar. They keep printing more dollars, and every year its worth is becoming less, which means that it takes more and more dollars to buy the same thing. The opposite of this is deflationary, which means that the coin will actually start to be destroyed. But they usually increase in price, assuming no other changes in the market will happen, because as time moves on, there are less tokens to buy, so the demand stays the same, but the price will increase. Surprisingly, first-generation Pokemon cards fall under this category. Some tokens are actually a mix of these. For example, Bitcoin is actually inflationary right now because miners will keep mining more coins one day, though there won't be any more coins to mint. Remember that there's only a limited supply of Bitcoins. When that happens, it'll stop being inflationary. So some people have cold wallets for their Bitcoins, and as easy as one loses his or her wallet, it's also that easy one can lose their cold wallets. Some can also forget their private keys or send their Bitcoins to an address and nobody can access. Situations like this can make Bitcoin become deflationary. The next important thing you should be looking at is the team, because the team behind the project is very important. Do your research on them and make sure you trust them with your money. For example, this channel that we have is composed of a team. We have a script writer who composes engaging and informative scripts. Our voiceover has an impeccable enunciation. Our video editor makes eye-catching output that takes the viewers on a visual and educational journey. So you see, the team is very important. The next thing we want to teach you is to ask this most important question. What problem are they solving? How are they going to use your money to solve that problem? In the case of Bitcoin, it simply solves inflation. So why Bitcoin? Why not some other tokens? Well, Bitcoin was the first one. It's the most popular and considered to be most reliable. Ethereum, on the other hand, solves the problem of expensive and slow banks. You can't be over-leveraged with Ethereum. You also can't be in the hole or basically have a negative account balance. You can send money very quickly with Ethereum, and it may not be that cheap right now, but if you're moving anything over 7 figures, it's considerably cheaper than a bank. Also, you can move your money anonymously and privately. Ethereum solves a lot of different problems, and it's similar to Bitcoin in the fact that it's kind of the first of its kind in a well-known project. Another example is Chainlink. It gives blockchains off-chain information with the growing space of blockchain technology. Developers are really struggling with getting real-world data onto the blockchain in a reliable and trustless manner. Chainlink seems to offer a solution to that. Now, in the grand scheme of things, take a step back and ask yourself, what problem is a project solving? There are some problems out there you may not be aware of, or others you may not even understand. I will never invest in a coin or a token until I understand the problem that it is solving, if it's trying to solve any. Another great source of fundamental analysis is simply to read the project's white paper. A white paper is an official paper where the developers describe a problem that they want to solve, how they want to solve it, and why they are going to do it. That's all for this video. If you learned anything from our videos or have any crypto-related topic that you want us to cover, feel free to comment below. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and notify to get more updates from our channel and become more intelligent about the crypto world. See you in our next video.